Hello and a very, very good evening. My name's Sean and you are, of course, watching the Planet Cruise TV show. Now, I know we always have our huge regular audience, but if you are brand new, we would love to find you the perfect cruise tonight. In fact, I'm sure we are going to find you the perfect cruise tonight. We have got some amazing price reductions, some incredible prices, actually. Cruises starting at under £500. We're going to take you all the way across the world, and if there's not a cruise that you love tonight, we can still find you one on our fantastic website. But whatever you do, stay tuned. I think it's one of the best shows that we've presented ever. And I'm going to introduce our fantastic guest from Planet Cruise, the lovely Gemma Forte is with me. Gemma, nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well. Fresh off a cruise. Well, yes. Quite fresh.
It's 2 weeks ago. I'm ready to book another. But yeah, I love cruise holidays. I've done 20 cruises now. Gemma's really passionate about the industry. And for viewers that don't know Planet Cruise, this is an incredible company, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Award-winning. I think the last time I was on, I actually brought the award with me in my handbag to show everybody. So, yeah, award-winning. You can really trust us. All your holiday is totally protected. And when you ring up as well, every person that you speak to at Planet Cruise is so experienced in terms of the cruise industry. So you're speaking to experts. Plus, we can make your holiday bespoke. So, for instance, if you see a cruise that you love tonight, we could add on hotel stay if you wanted to. You know, we can always change where you're flying from. You know, just ask because we can make it happen.
And you do it with all the cruise companies.
Yes.
And you're the biggest independent cruise agent,
absolutely,
aren't you?
yeah.
In the UK.
We've got a great relationship with all the cruise operators, so we get some fabulous deals for you as well.
And this show is live, so we get the hottest deals on the night. So, talking of hot, oh my word, are you ready for this one? We thought we'd start off with some sizzle. Here it is. It's a Thomson cruise. We're going to give you great weather around the Canaries. Can virtually guarantee that because you get sun nearly every single day of the year in the Canaries. And check out the price, under £500. We think this one is going to fly. And here to really, really show you the incredible experience you get with Thomson is Keith. Just before we show you, Keith, very important, it is a free phone number. The call centre open until 10:30. All of our cruise experts are ready. We know we're going to be busy for this one. So if you want to get in right now, 0800 840 1088. But our fantastic guest presenter on our Friday show, Keith Maynard, he worked on Thomson for many, many years. And here he is to tell you more.
With its uniquely British product, small, intimate ships, a great range of cruise and stay options, all tips included, an unrivaled number of regional airports you can fly from, plus a generous baggage allowance, it's little wonder that Thomson Cruises is turning heads. They boast one of the highest levels of repeat passengers in the industry, and after 6 years working for them, I can tell you why. They are without doubt the friendliest ships afloat. Some friends of mine who cruise a lot always pack 2 sizes of clothing. One for the start of the cruise, thank you, and one for the end. And once you've tasted the food on board, you'll understand why. It's international cuisine with a British twist. And with open sitting as standard, you won't need to rush trying to keep to the ship's schedule. You can set the pace and enjoy up to 7 meals a day. Trust me, it's possible. Whether it's a freshly poured pint in a nightclub or sipping a cocktail of a day poolside, each of the bars on board Thomson ships enjoys a unique and special personality. With honest low prices, juggling waiters and service with a smile, you're never more than 2 minutes walk away from a refreshing aperitif. The Thomson Cruises has some of the best entertainment afloat. In a 2-week cruise, you'll see no fewer than 10 full production shows and some great comedy from award-winning UK guest artists. Add to that fantastic interactive game shows, cabarets and all singing, all dancing deck parties, and you really won't want to go back to your cabin. There is lots and lots of choice with the accommodation on board Thomson ships, from insides through to stunning suites. All are en suite, offer 24-hour room service and 2 turn-downs a day. The only surprise you're going to encounter is what your hand towel will be transformed into when you return every night. My favourite was always the monkey with the sunglasses.
Do you know, you will have such an incredible time. We know how busy we're going to be. That ID number on the screen there, 81087. Jot that down right now. That's, you know, as you speak to one of our cruise consultants, they'll know exactly which cruise you want if you jot that down. But Let's find out where all this gorgeous sun is going to be. Gemma, talk us through.
Right, well, we're going to fly you from the UK out to Tenerife, and then you will embark that beautiful ship, the Thompson Majesty, for 7 nights. And on day 2, you will be sailing into Gran Canaria, where many of you may have been on holiday before. But it's so nice because, of course, on this cruise, you'll get to go to a number of islands all in one trip.
And they're all quite different, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They've all got different characteristics, but what you do get in all of them is that beautiful weather. So it's a great choice for, you know, anybody who likes their beach, their sunbathing. But Gran Canaria is fantastic. Las Palmas is one of the biggest cities in the Canary Islands. And, yeah, you're going to get that great climate and that Spanish feel. And it's got that really rich history as well. Christopher Columbus called along in Gran Canaria in 1492. And you've got, you know, palm-lined, beautiful streets, stunning countryside as well. So if you do venture away from the beach, there's plenty to see. And you should definitely visit the Mas Palomas dunes as well. Then on day 3, you're sailing into La Gomera. And this is really beautiful. It's like paradise. It's a little small round island, and you've got golden beaches. And lovely, lush scenery all around it.
And it's really nice. I was there a few years ago, and it's one of the islands that you don't get to, you know, necessarily see.
You don't hear about it as much, actually, do you? No, you don't. And actually, if you're into things like hiking, this is the place to pack your hiking boots and go and have an explore. Then on day 4, you're going to sail into Funchal in Madeira. So again, a really sort of different feel to it. Madeira is naturally very, very beautiful. It's probably drier and smaller than the previous 2 places you've been to. And, yeah, I think what you should definitely do is go to the botanical gardens.
I was just going to say that. It's really known for its outstanding, you know, say, botanical life. And it's stunning. You know, I'm into my gardening, and I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, anybody who loves their gardens at home will get a lot of pleasure from that. And you can also go on the famous cable car ride as well. That's a great way to see the island. And you've got wine tasting, so lots to do in Madeira. That's always fun. And then day 5, you've got a nice day at sea, so you can enjoy the ship, maybe book yourself a little spa treatment, something like that. And then day 6, you're sailing into Lanzarote, the northernmost of the Canary Islands. One of the larger islands, but again, fabulous weather. And of course, it's volcanic in origin. So on some of the beaches, you get that quite interesting sort of black sand. And you've got the Volcano Park, which is at Timanfaya. That's actually the island's #1 tourist attraction now. And it's where 270 years ago there was a big volcanic eruption. But that's a long time ago.
Yeah, even I wasn't around then, Gemma.
Even I wasn't, yeah, exactly. Day 7, you are off to Fuerteventura. And funnily enough, apart from being a fabulous holiday destination, one of the things that Fuerteventura is really well known for is for being an amazing place to do windsurfing, which I personally have never done before.
No, I haven't.
I'm not sure I'd be very good at it. But, as you can see here, look at the water there. I mean, that's like the Caribbean, isn't it? Beautiful. So you'll see a lot of that going on there. And, you know, but you could do horse riding on the beach. It's all about the beaches in Fuerteventura. So enjoy feeling the sand between your toes. And then on day 8, you're going to sail back to Tenerife, and we will fly you home. And,
so,
you know, like I said before, Sean, with Planet Cruise, if you wanted to stay in a hotel either before or after the cruise in Tenerife, we can absolutely make that happen.
Yeah, we could, you know, maybe give you a 7-night stay in Tenerife.
Absolutely, yeah.
Honestly, we can. With a choice of hotels, of course, as well. But this is going to be your floating resort, your floating hotel, of course, for the 7 nights. And we guarantee with Thompson they have great food, great entertainment, great friendly service. And all of the tips and service charges are included as well. So if you're somebody that worries about those things, or how much they're going to cost, they are all included in that price. And actually, Gemma, I know we've got a variety of dates and a selection of cabins as well. But we have a very special date, the 6th of March, don't we? Yeah,
absolutely, because you're going to get a free upgrade there to Ocean View. So that's, if you can go on the 6th, it's a great date to pick. The other thing is also you get a real selection of airports as well.
So these, you know, based on, say, return flights from London Gatwick, but as Gemma said, we've got loads of flights available on the 6th of March, and they're included in the price. We also need to mention that the itineraries differ slightly depending on departure date. And say, with Thompson, we want to make it easy. We've got loads and loads of airports. Just ask our, say, call centre about those, and they can talk you through. But on the 6th particularly, we have several of those included in the price, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. So hopefully there'll be one near where you live, and you'll be off for that fabulous bit of sunshine, which I think we're all craving now. Apart from you, you've just had some.
No, I'm ready for the next cruise, I tell you. Now, here's the prices that we've got. As we mentioned, the 6th of March is cracking because you've got an outside upgrade. But we've also got exceptional value on the 13th, the 20th and the 27th of March. We do know whenever we feature Thomson, the lines light up.
Very popular.
Great first choice for cruise, I'd say, as well.
Absolutely. I think you know what you're getting. People are really familiar with the Thomson brand, you know, so they feel very, like, they can really trust it and they know what they're getting.
That's a really good one, isn't it? What a start. But we are live right now, coming up to 8:10, and we're going to go direct to the Planet Cruise call centre and speak to Jade, because I gather a really hot deal has literally just come in. Jade, are you there? I can't hear anyone. Jade.
Hello?
Hello, Jade.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well. I'm relieved that you're there, Jade. Now, I gather that a Cunard deal's just come in, is that right?
Yes, we've got a very special deal for you tonight on a Cunard sailing. This has literally just been reduced from $849 to $699 per person.
Wow.
Wow. And what's the dates and where's it sailing to then, Jade?
Yeah, I'll give you all the details.
Okay.
It's basically 7 nights going from New York to Southampton. It's on board the Queen Mary II, and that includes your flights as well, and that's on the 10th of May.
So we're going from New York to Southampton, so it's the iconic transatlantic cruise. Queen Mary II, you're saying?
Queen Mary II, 10th of May, and there's also going to be a guest speaker on board, the journalist, TV, radio presenter Nicholas Owen, who you may know about. And obviously, we don't expect this to last very long, this deal, because the transatlantic crossings are quite popular, and especially with this reduction down to $699, it's absolutely fantastic.
And that does include the flight, of course, as well.
I know, incredible.
Wow, Jade. So we need to get the phone on straight away for that one, I've thought, then, yes?
Yeah, we're already here, ready to take your bookings, so give us a call and we'll happily help you.
Jade, thank you so much for that, and have a good evening, won't you?
Yeah, you too. Thanks, bye.
I'm sure it'll be a busy evening.
That's a phenomenal deal, isn't it?
Isn't
Yeah.
it? And this is what we love about being live. You know, when something comes in, we tell you about it straight away. But we've still got another 5 cruises to tempt you with. And, oh, this is another... Honestly, tonight's show is really, really hot. This is P&O on board the Oceania, and it's under £600. Again, the price has come down on this one. Let's take you on board. So P&O, they've been around for a long time, Gemma, haven't they?
Yeah, 178 years to be precise.
Wow.
So they know what they're doing. And again, you know, I think similar to Thomson, actually, it's fair to say that P&O are really popular because, again, customers just know what they're getting. They trust the brand, and so they always return, as well. You get a lot of return customers.
And P&O, they're a very British brand. Everything on board is in the pound, isn't it?
Absolutely. And so you've got, you know, food, you know, lots of British food, but you've also got the Marco Pierre White Café Jardin. You've got your buffet court. So you've got a lot of choice. You've got the Horizon Grill. So, yeah, you'll be spoilt for choice when it comes to food. And, you know, all your needs will be met. The service is going to be fantastic. You've got nice, spacious cabins as well. And actually, this particular ship did have a £1 million facelift in December 2012. So she's in really good shape.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, Sean. Yeah, it really, really is. And also on Oceania now they've got freedom dining, so passengers can dine when they like and with whom they like, which is becoming increasingly popular. And it's something that people who haven't been on a cruise before sometimes say, oh, I'm not sure, because, you know, they don't realise how laid back it is, how informal it can be. You can dress up or you can just chill out. You know, it's totally up to the passengers, which is really nice. You've got 12 bars, you've got a theatre and a cinema, a nightclub, a casino.
And talking of which, I know, because P&O are a very British brand, and if the entertainment, you know, always, if it's a comedian, it's going to be a great British comedian, and you've got to get their humour, you know. Great West End style shows. By the way, I know in that clip film you saw some nice balconies. They're really good on this one as well. 749 for balcony, really good. But where we're going to, it starts off nice and easy from Southampton.
Yes, absolutely. So pack anything you like and off you sail. And then what's quite nice is the first 2 days you've got at sea, so you can just really enjoy the ship. Actually,
I like that. Get to know the ship.
Yeah, absolutely. Just go, yes, I'm on holiday. And then day 4, you'll be ready maybe to explore. So you sail into Lisbon. the capital of Portugal, of course, and you can go and enjoy the city. And you can explore it on foot. You'll be able to do that, very relaxed. But of course, at Planet Cruise as well, we can organise excursions for you and at really good prices, so do ask. Lots of sights to see as well. If that's your kind of thing, you could go and see the Bellum Tower, which you'll see as you sail in. You could go to the Maritime Museum. There's lots of different areas within Lisbon as well. So you've got like the old area, the bit that's good for shopping. So we can help you with all of that as well if you want any advice on where to go. And then on day 5, you're going to sail into Seville, into Cadiz. Which, I know this sounds like a crazy thing to say, but you're going to get that real, authentic Spanish feel. I mean, of course you get that in all of Spain, because it's all Spanish. But do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, no, I do,
you know, like
yeah.
as a tourist, you want to go somewhere that really feels, you know, like proper old Spain,
Yeah,
and
in
that
fact,
is
some
Seville.
parts of Spain do feel a bit too
Yeah, you kind of could be,
they?
you wouldn't know where you are,
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah, but Seville is beautiful. You know, it's the heartland of flamenco, so that kind of says it all. And it's got some real ancient places you could go and visit. But yeah, lovely squares, beautiful beaches. It's got it all. And then on day 6, you're going to sail to Gibraltar. Of course, very famous for the rock that you will definitely spot. You could get a cable car right down it, which would be a great way to see the place. Look at that view, amazing. You've got to have a head for heights. That's St Michael's Cave. And the other thing Gibraltar's famous for are these funny looking apes which inhabit Gibraltar.
Grumpy,
they do look a little bit grumpy, so you could go and see the apes' den. And then you've got a day at sea, and then day 8 you're going to sail into Barcelona, which is just, you know, one of the most beautiful cities in Europe. That, of course, is the famous Sagrada Familia, the huge cathedral that looms over all of it. We're off to Barcelona on another cruise, so we're going to talk about it in more depth later. On day 9, you're going to sail into Cannes, of course, famous for the film festival that happens there on the Croisette once a year, and it is a very glamorous place. I tell you what, eat and drink on the ship. It's quite pricey to have a drink in Cannes.
Yeah, that's good advice,
That's
Gemma,
a good thing
yes.
about being on the ship. You can go and have all your refreshments there. Day 10, you are sailing into Livorno, and from here you could go to Florence, or you could go the other way and you could go to Pisa, but you're also really near Lucca, which is a stunning old city, a walled city.
I've been there, it's beautiful,
yeah,
isn't it?
it's really nice, and once you get into it, you can go everywhere on foot as well. So if you've been to any of those places before, you know, there's a choice of the kind of 3 things you could do there. All of them great choices. And then on day 11, we're going to arrive in Genoa, and we will disembark the ship and fly you back home.
Now,
What a
it's
lovely
important to say
itinerary.
you've got a flight back, but you've got a return flight either to London, Bournemouth, Birmingham or Manchester. So we'll actually show you this right now, so just to talk you through. So return flights to London, Bournemouth, Birmingham or Manchester, plus all your overseas transfers. Now you might be thinking, but hang on, I'm cruising from Southampton, so it's going to be a bit of a nightmare with your car. Not at all. We are going to include coach transfers from your chosen airport to Southampton. So, you know, say if you're flying back to Manchester, we'd actually arrange a coach to take you from Manchester to Southampton, so you could leave your car there and make it really easy. And I mentioned we've got a great price reduction tonight. You will be saving £270 off the brochure price there as well. So honestly, you know, if you do want to book a cruise, or if you've never cruised before, at these kind of prices, we would love you to try, and you will be hooked. That's anything else. I booked my first cruise 7 years ago, and I'm now on my 20th.
Amazing, I know, it just shows,
I've been very
doesn't
lucky.
it? But it happens to everybody who goes on their first cruise. They never look back.
If I can afford it when I'm retired, I'll be doing.
You're just going to live on a cruise ship.
I would love to. Now, we'd love you to be part of the show, to stay in touch as well. So you can sign up to our newsletter. You can call now to get your free copy of our Journey magazine. And do check out our website, planetcruise.co.uk. It's a brilliant website. And so we can find you any cruise with any provider and make it bespoke to you as well. But, right, I've looked at this cruise with Celebrity before, but it was a far higher price, and this is the truth. You might have seen it. It is right down tonight to under £1,900, and when you see where you're going to be cruising to and what's included, in fact, do you want to see this now? Because an awful lot's included. So here we go. Great amount of dates to choose from, including dates into 2016. Now, if you go for an ocean view and above, so you're going to get all that natural light in your stateroom, you can choose one from either the free Classics Drinks package, and the cruise itself is 12 nights, so that could work out a big saving, free tips or free onboard spend. if you go for concierge class, and they're not as much as you'd think, you can actually receive all 3 of those. So that's free drinks for your holiday, free tips, and free on board spend as well. Return flights, I don't know how much they'd cost, but I would expect an awful lot. Bearing in mind you're flying to Auckland and flying back from Sydney. They're included. We're going to give you 2 nights in 4-star hotels in Auckland and Sydney as well. So it is incredible, this one. Now, this is a drinks package that I know very well. I've cruised with celebrities, many people know, several times. That doesn't mean that I drink just alcohol, because I don't. What I love about their drinks package, it includes all of your specialty teas and coffees and sodas and assorted juices. And I love my lattes and my cappuccinos. Selected beers, spirits and wines, and they're really good. Great selection. A wide selection of alcoholic beverages in the bars and restaurants, as we mentioned, and 15% discount on all wines by the bottle should you purchase those as well. So it's a really good drinks package.
It's fabulous.
You like
yes.
a tipple, don't you, Gemma?
Well, now and again, yes.
On your holidays.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But, Gemma, this is a cruise of a lifetime. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
We fly you over to Auckland, don't we?
Yeah, and
How much that cost?
the price, it does amaze me.
I
You
know.
are going as far as you can possibly go to the other side of the world, and what a way to do it. So we'll fly you all the way to Auckland, and then we're going to transfer you to a hotel for a 2-night stay, which will be great, because you can just, you know, start acclimatising.
And Gemma, again with Planet Cruise, all of their hotels are always amazing quality with great
absolutely.
reviews.
Absolutely. And of course, just, you know, ask where you're going to be going. You can have a look online and everything. So Auckland is New Zealand's biggest city, and it's a really fantastic place to start a cruise from, actually, because it means that you can go and do the North Island ports and the South Island towns as well, and then end up in Sydney, which is sort of what this cruise particularly does. And you'll love Auckland. It's got a fabulous proximity to the water. You've got the lovely harbour to go and visit. And, you know, the city's waterfront really sort of bustles with ferry traffic. You've got Devonport on the North Shore, which is this beautiful little coastal town. And you're just going to love the scenery. Although it's a big city, it's surrounded by all this gorgeous, natural, beautiful scenery. So that is going to be a great start to your cruise. And then it starts because you embark the ship.
You do. And with celebrity, and they have won numerous awards, 5-star modern luxury. I've just come back from a celebrity cruise, and again, I couldn't fault it. And I do have high expectations. I mean, when you've done quite, you know what I mean, but when you've done quite a few cruises, you know, you get a bit choosy. The experience will be outstanding. And here's our lovely Keith to tell you more.
Launched in 2010 by round-the-world English yachtswoman Emma Pontin, the multi-award-winning Celebrity Eclipse is one of the most beautiful and well-designed ships I've ever had the pleasure of sailing on. She offers cruisers the very latest in comfort and innovation in a sophisticated and stylish manner. Each one of Eclipse's 12 bars has its own unique feel. You can enjoy the romance of a sail away from the grassy knolls of a Sunset Bar up on the Lawn Club, or try a new wine or two at Cellar Masters. Cocktail lovers will adore the oodles of choice at the very special Mixology Bar, but if you really want my advice, then you must join the fun here at the Martini Ice Bar. Amazing cocktails, tasty caviar and juggling bartenders. There are 10 amazing restaurants to choose from, so as you cruise around the world, so do your taste buds. You can dive into a delicious plate of true rustic Italian cuisine at the Tuscan Grill, devour a plate of filet mignon in the French-themed and Michelin-star quality Muranos. But for something that sums up celebrity in a nutshell, you simply must try cuisine. Cool, contemporary and slightly offbeat, the menu presented on an iPad includes sushi lollipops, lobster escargot, popcorn fish and chips, and disco shrimp. Eating has simply never been so much fun. A celebrity cruise offers you the chance to stimulate your mind while having fun and even take home a new skill. Daily enrichment opportunities abound with hands-on art classes, Rosetta Stone language courses, engaging public speakers, and even the chance to polish your jive or learn Zumba. But best of all is this place, the Lawn Club. Real grass, expansive views, live concerts, lawn bowls, croquet, and of course, the excellent hot glass show. The plush main theatre on board a Celebrity Eclipse offers cutting-edge shows to rival the West End, Vegas and Broadway, with musical theatre tribute shows and song and dance spectaculars. Why not enjoy some wine and cheese while staring at the stars during an alfresco concert on the lawn? Or take in one of the award-winning European circus shows full of magic and mystery. All of Celebrity Eclipse's staterooms offer true modern luxury. The design is smart and fresh and contemporary, and they all offer a great range of sumptuous amenities such as fluffy bathrobes, deluxe toiletries, Egyptian cotton bed linen, and complimentary 24-hour room service. from comfortable inside staterooms through to these gorgeous suites which feature floor-to-ceiling windows, panoramic balconies and your own private butler.
Oh,
lap
you will love
of
that.
luxury.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
But you're going to be on board that stunning ship, and then you're going to be seeing the most stunning places. So where next then, Gemma?
Well, the first place you're going to sail into, having been in Auckland, is the Bay of Islands, and that's a little subtropical micro-region known for its stunning beauty and history, so the beach is like paradise. Day 7, you're sailing into Tauranga in New Zealand. It's a lovely sunny city. You could go sailing, fishing, dolphin watching, just soak it all up. Day 8, you're at sea, which you'll love because you'll be on that beautiful ship. And then on day 9, you're going to sail into Wellington, which is a really cosmopolitan. It's the capital city located at the southern tip of the North Island. Yeah, so it's amazing. It's quite compact, actually. It's sort of nestled between these steep hills, and it's really walkable. Again, you've got this wonderful revamped waterfront area that you can see there. You could do a little tram ride, have a look around. You know, the thing is, on the other side of the world, it's not like our little cramped, overpopulated island, is it? There's so much space. You're just going to really, really love it. Go and visit the Botanic Gardens, get on a cable car, find a way to see the scenery as much as possible. You could even go on the Lord of the Rings tour, which would be quite fun. Day 10, you're going into Akaroa, which is just 75 kilometres from Christchurch. It's a historic French and British settlement. Day 11, you're sailing to Dunedin, which is on the Otago Peninsula on the South Island of New Zealand. It's a really lovely, bustling city with strong links to Scotland, actually, in terms of its history and its architecture. So much so that its name means Edinburgh in Scottish Gaelic. There's a little fact for you, yeah. Again, quite a compact city and a lovely narrow valley, so you can walk around. You could go on the Gorge Railway, go and have a look at Lanark Castle. There's lots to do. And then, after that, you are going to have such a wonderful experience, because on day 12 of your cruise, you are cruising through Dusky Sound, Doubtful Sound and Milford Sound, which are the most amazing fjords ever. If you think that Norway is spectacular, which it is, then here you just won't believe it.
Is it? I mean, already I think most of us watching will want to book this one, and there's still so much more to come, Gemma, isn't there?
So peaceful, so tranquil, and a massive chance you will see a resident pod of dolphins. Wouldn't that be fantastic? You've got another couple of days at sea, and then day 15 you are sailing into Hobart in Tasmania. So look how extensive this cruise is. You know, at this part of the world, you might only ever go there once, you know, so you want to see as much as possible. Day 16 you're at sea again, and then day 17 you sail into Sydney, Australia. You are going to come off the ship, and we are going to transfer you from the port to a hotel for a 2-night stay. What a fabulous way to end this trip. I just think this itinerary is phenomenal. And of course, Sydney, if you've never been, is amazing. The Sydney Opera House is so beautiful. You must go and visit that, and possibly have a tour around it as well. Sydney, an amazing city surrounded by the Blue Mountains as well. If you wanted to, you've got a couple of days there. You could get out to Bondi Beach and see that, go to the rocks, do some shopping, have some meals there. The food is wonderful. The seafood is exquisite. It's also fresh and delicious.
Gemma, this is it's a trip of a lifetime. You're seeing so much love. You know, I haven't been to New Zealand. I haven't been to Sydney. If you haven't, you can do it all now, organised and arranged by Planet Cruise.
Yeah.
The price has come down on this one. Yeah, it has been a far higher price.
Yeah.
Starting tonight, under £1,900. Again, we do expect it to be exceptionally busy. And, you know, even if you've just got questions and queries, then our cruise consultants, they'll talk you through, they'll be able to give you advice. I know the ships very well. I've cruised with Celebrity many, many times, and they are stunning, they're immaculate. Their standards are
clean,
incredible.
spotless, just luxurious as anything. And, you know, I would love to sit down and try and work out booking that trip myself and see how much it would add up to, how stressed I would get trying to find places to stay, how much it would add up to.
Try and find restaurants that serve food like this.
Food like this, guaranteed fabulous food, like the eating experiences you'll have. You know, there are some meals you never forget them. Not that many, but the ones that you'll have on this ship, they'll be, honestly, you'll never forget.
I know my last Celebrity Cruise a few weeks ago, the entertainment, again, was out of this world. By the way, don't forget, if you upgrade to an ocean view, there it is right there, you will get to choose from the free drinks, the tips, all the onboard spend as well. And I'm going to give you the pricing grid here. It's really important on this one, because we have got Availability on interior, ocean view, balcony and concierge class. And don't forget, if you do go for the concierge, you'd get all of the drinks, the tips, the onboard spend included as well. If you go for the ocean view above, you'll get to choose one of those, and that could save you an awful lot of money. Now, this Friday, we do, of course, have our regular show at 11 o'clock in the morning. So don't forget that. We also have a live show at 8 o'clock on a Tuesday and 11 a.m. on a Friday. Now, this is why we'll need to take a year off and do all of these cruises, because we've got another offer for you right now, completely different. It's from Costa. Now, Gemma was telling me this ship had a huge refurb just at the end of last year, so literally a couple of months ago, and she's even been renamed. She looks amazing. You can actually cruise on her this year for under £600. Let's take a look. So, yeah, Gemma, you were saying they spent a fortune refurbing her.
Absolute fortune. So she was the Costa Classica. She's now the Costa Neo Classica and did have a huge refurb, as you say.
And was that December last year?
Yeah, that's right, yeah, 2014. In 2014. So real luxury, real elegance. You've got absolute beautiful Italian design throughout. The Italians, you know, they love sailing on Costa. For them, it's the most high-end, you know, cruise line. You know, and you'll see sort of glass sculptures and marbled flooring. It's that kind of surroundings. So very opulent, very glamorous. But the actual ship is a smaller size vessel, which is fabulous because it means that she can sail into some smaller ports which are inaccessible for, you know, some of the larger cruise ships. So that can be really, really lovely. Amazing, mouth-watering menus. Gemma. Yes, really beautiful standard. Great continental Italian-inspired cuisine. You've got the Tivoli restaurant, La Trattoria buffet, beautiful dinner drinks. You've got 7 elegantly designed bars, a wonderful spa, great childcare as well. We don't talk about that enough sometimes on cruises. If you're taking grandchildren, if you're taking children, they will have the time of their life and be looked after so you can relax as well, so they'll be really happy. Great wellness centre, treatment rooms, sauna, jacuzzi, the list is endless.
Honestly, I just want new viewers of yours that have never booked a cruise before. I want you to have this experience. I'm hooked, and I know you will be. They offer so much, and you get to see all these different places as well. And the standards of food service across the board are always exceptional, far better than I've ever had on a land holiday. And cruises, they just, everything flows, you know, because the cruise companies are used to having, you know, passengers every week on a regular basis. I've never been on a cruise and had lots of hiccups or anything like that. You know, some of my land holidays have been a bit of a nightmare in the past, never with a cruise. But let's start off romantically, shall we, Gemma? Because it starts off with a flight to Venice, doesn't it?
Well, that is exactly it. And you'll embark the ship and spend 2 days there. And actually, anybody will know who goes on a lot of cruises, the big cruise ships can't sail in and out of the Grand Canal anymore. So this is a real plus point. Is being on the Costa Neo Classica, you'll be able to have that wonderful experience. You know, of all the cities in the world, I think only maybe Paris or Rome could even vaguely rival Venice for the beauty and the romance of the place, you know. Get on a gondola, do the tourist bit, just so beautiful. Go and see the Murano glass showroom. Wonderful.
And we are overnight on board, though, we should say.
Overnight on board. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So you've got a couple of days there to really explore it. Go to the Piazza San Marco. That's a complete must. And then on day 3, you're going to sail actually out of Venice, which will be wonderful, and you're going to Split in Croatia. Where it's a really good place to see sort of a bit of life. It's quite buzzing and exuberant. And then day 4, you're sailing to Corfu. So I love going to Greece and the Greek islands. I don't know. Really are. I've never had a bad time. The weather's always fabulous. The water is beautiful. The food is great. Wall-to-wall sunshine. I love it. So that's Corfu for you. And then on day 5, you're off to Santorini. It's a lovely itinerary. Santorini is even more Mamma Mia than Corfu, all the little white buildings, you know, just exactly as you can see there, yes. And then day 6, you're going to Athens, so that's nice. After you've had the sort of island and the beach, go to Athens to get, you know, some sightseeing done. Great infrastructure, easy to get around. It's all been cleaned up since they had the Olympics there in 2004. So you can go and see the Parthenon, you can go and see the Plaka, some of these amazing ancient buildings. Day 7, You're then sailing to Istanbul, and you've got an overnight on board. Really lovely. So again, great for exploring. And actually, Istanbul's got fabulous nightlife. So if you've got an overnight, you know, you'll be nice and refreshed and revived. You might feel like going out and exploring.
I was really impressed with Istanbul, and I was looking forward to the experience, but it was even more interesting than I
it's
anticipated.
wonderful. Yeah, like the bazaar, go to the souk, but you've also got the Grand Palace and the Blue Mosque. And then on day 8, you do have to, I'm afraid, get off the ship, and we'll transfer you to the airport and fly you home.
Now,
great itinerary, that. I think it's lovely.
It really is.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Really nice.
Is. And only a deposit needed on some of those dates right now as well. Now, in terms of what's included, again, let's just break this down for you, because your return flights, they're included in the price. We can provide flights from most UK airports, and we say this on the vast majority of cruises. You know, if the flights aren't quite right for you, we will do our best to find an airport nearer to your home. You are going to get overnights on board in Venice and Istanbul, and you will really appreciate that. They're two beautiful places. You want to really experience them to their full. And then we have got an alternative sailing, which actually goes the opposite itinerary there, Istanbul to Venice, from only $599. And as I mentioned, just a deposit needed on selected departure dates. Now, for all of our single ladies and gents, I want you to pay a little bit of attention to our little pricing chart that's coming up right now, because we have sold out already. Single prices do go fast on the 1st of June, but we've got great singles. And actually, if you went for the 2nd of November, $739. But even on the April and May dates, they're very, very keen prices, as are the outsides as well. Look at that. You know, we've got outsides starting at $729 on the November date there as well. So really great value, and the most beautiful ship. So just been refurbished just a couple of months ago, so the standards are going to be incredible. But we always have incredible standards with Planet Cruise, and Chris from Planet Cruise is back with us. Nice to see you, Chris.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, lovely. You've become quite regular on the show, aren't you?
Yes, I'm loving it.
Well, for those of you that don't, you know, those of you that don't know, because you actually are one of the cruise consultants, aren't you?
That's right. When you call in, I'm the one that you'll be speaking, or one of the ones that you'll be speaking to. Yeah.
And you actually worked on the cruise ships, I know, for many years.
I loved it. Yeah. I've been on a few cruise lines as a guest and a crew member, and I've been hooked. Definitely. Yeah.
And you're here to tell us about an amazing deal with Norwegian Cruise Lines, aren't you?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, we're going to be talking about the Norwegian Epic, which is actually the world's 3rd largest ship. So I mean, you can't get much. I've often seen
her, like, you know, alongside the ship that I've been on, and she looks incredible. Yeah. So let's have a little look on board, and we will get Chris to talk us through.
Yeah, so 4,100 guests on this ship. Now, some people will love that, some people not so much, but don't let it put you off, the idea of 4,100 guests.
Because you've got lots of space,
Plenty of space, yeah. It really never feels crowded at all. The thing that NCL, Norwegian Cruise Line, pride themselves on are the entertainment on board. On the Epic, for example, they've got Blue Man Group. I don't know if you're familiar with those in Vegas.
Yeah.
Difficult to describe to people that haven't seen Blue Man Group before. They're men, they're blue, and they entertain you. Yeah.
But their shows are very expensive normally, aren't they?
Oh yes, yeah. You pay top dollar in Vegas for those, for sure. You've also got Cirque Dreams there that you're seeing on the screen, and that's a circus and dinner show. So why not have some entertainment and food at the same time?
Lovely.
Talking of food, there are 24 dining options on board, so you really can't go hungry. There's 24. Every taste catered for. Yeah, you're going to be covered. Here's the ice bar, 17 degrees Fahrenheit. There you go.
Did they give you special clothing there? Or?
Yeah, there's one of those in London, actually.
Really?
Yeah, it's a really cool thing to do, and it's all included, isn't it?
That's right, yes. Spice H2O, another nice outdoor venue for you. There's also the biggest spa at sea, so something for the adults there. They've also got great studios for single passengers as well. So, you know, they're covering the families, they're covering the single passengers. They're really covering all bases, I think, with this ship.
Oh, it looks beautiful, doesn't it?
That's right, yeah. Another thing is the iConcierge. Now, this is unique to Norwegian Cruise Line. It's an app that you can download on your phone, and you use it while you're on the cruise. You can see your onboard account, you can make reservations in the dining room, you can book your shore excursions, all from your phone.
Wow, so really up to date with technology as well.
That's right, yeah.
I've had some great cruises with Norwegian Cruise Lines, you know, and it's really relaxed atmosphere, we should say, isn't it? It's all informal.
Yes, there's no time dining, it's all turn up whenever you'd like. The food quality is still very good, but it's just very relaxed, that's right.
Now, this starts off, by the way, with a flight to Barcelona and a 3-night stay in a 4-star hotel. Is this one of your favourite places as well, Chris?
I have been to Barcelona for the last 4 years as a crew member myself.
Have you?
And every single time I managed to enjoy the city. Right there you're seeing the Parkway, which is at the top of the city. It was designed by the artist Gaudi, who you'll see kind of around the city, his artwork. They're very distinct. You've got the beaches as well. It's a beach city, but the best thing to do is kind of get lost in the streets. La Rambla is the famous shopping street that you're seeing there. All the high street brands, but also some great entertainers along the street. Shops that you won't find in the UK as well to pick up some bargains. But just nice to walk around and see the sights.
I love that when you get a top and someone goes, "Where'd you get it?" And you go, "Barcelona."
Right.
And they're like, "I can't get it. It's so annoying."
That's right. And Barcelona famous for its Nou Camp football stadium as well. So if you wanted to do a tour of that, we can arrange that for you. What I would say is this is tailor-made, this package for Planet Cruise. We've designed this ourselves. It's really great to have a stop in Barcelona, but maybe you want to go down to Portaventura if you've got family with you during the school holidays there. We can add that in. Whatever you prefer, we can tailor-make that.
And again, the hotels at Planet Cruise Select, these are always top hotels, aren't they?
That's right. Yeah, I've stayed in some myself actually on holiday there, so I can recommend personally, and so have my cruise consultants definitely. But a very, very vibrant city, plenty to do in the day and the night.
And you're there, of course, for 3 nights. That is included in this amazing price live this Tuesday evening. But that's only the beginning of your journey. So we've flown you to Barcelona, you've had 3 nights in that hand-picked 4-star hotel. Then you're going to get on your beautiful ship, and she's stunning. This is Norwegian Epic, and you've got a 7-night cruise. By the way, you will be getting a balcony for this price as well, we should point out.
That's right, yes. So that's for the all-inclusive package, which is just a little offer that we're adding in right now.
That's
pretty
Yes.
major, yeah.
Yeah, so you're getting a balcony and it's going to be all-inclusive. It's getting better and better.
Yeah.
And Gemma, we've got some lovely places to see next.
That's right. We've got a day at sea when I'm going to be in the biggest spa at sea that you mentioned. That just sounds amazing. The spa and the bar.
Yeah,
24 hours.
And then day 6, we're sailing into Naples, which is obviously fantastic because from here, if you want to go and visit Pompeii, you can, or go to beautiful Sorrento, which is just beautiful. I was there not long ago on the Amalfi Coast. And then day 7, you are sailing to Rome, where the list of sites that you could see is just endless. I would always say the Colosseum, for me, is so exciting, and Vatican City, particularly special as well. If you can get in and see the Sistine Chapel that Michelangelo so famously painted, it will absolutely blow your mind. It's so beautiful.
Now, you get a nice long day in Rome as well, but it's quite far from the port, but you do get that whole day to go and see the sights and come back in time.
Yeah, and there is so much to see, isn't there? And then day 8, you're going into Livorno, which we actually touched on earlier on another cruise, so from there you can go to Florence or Pisa. Day 9, you're in Cannes, which we also spoke of earlier. It's beautiful, isn't it? The Croisette.
Oh, yes.
Just gorgeous little palm trees. It's really wonderful. And then day 10, you are going to Palma, of course, in Mallorca, which is wonderful. It's a place I've been to quite a few times. You can see the huge cathedral there, wonderful beaches. So again, a bit like in Barcelona, you can choose what you want to do, whether you want to go and explore or just sort of chill out on the beach. Lots to do, including the Solar Railway as well. That's quite fun to get on the little train and look about. And then day 11, you're back in Barcelona, and I'm afraid you're flying home.
Or not, if we can tailor-make it further if you want.
True.
If you want to head to Madrid,
If you
no
want to
problem.
add on a week in a hotel, we'll make it happen.
Chris, can I say thank you so much. There's one, right, we've got the all-inclusive package, we've got the balcony, we've got the 3 nights in Barcelona. Anything else you could give us?
Why not add in some onboard spend?
That sounds good. So Gemma can have her spa treatment.
There you go, we'll pay for it, no
Excellent,
problem.
yeah.
How
Massage
much
sorted.
on-board spend rather we're talking about?
For the balconies, you're going to get $200 per cabin.
Wow. Right, okay.
Excellent.
Brilliant.
Free
Chris,
money. Free money, you know?
Chris, thank you so much. Nice to see you again. So let's just recap. It's a good one, isn't it? Let's recap exactly what you're getting for under £800 with Planet Cruise. So the free all-inclusive drinks package, the free $200 on-board spend, your return flights from London. Again, we can always, generally speaking, provide flights from most UK airports. and a deposit needed on selected departure dates. And just give you an idea, we have got interior staterooms available, by the way, because you get so much with the balcony. I'm going to share the prices for those right now if I can. So prices across the board there from April right the way through to November. And actually, do you know what? They don't increase that much even in peak season, do they? Not bearing in mind you've got the stay in Barcelona, you've got the onboard spend, the balcony, the drinks package, and an amazing itinerary. Right, I feel I need to take a deep breath. We're going to finish with, I know, one of Gemma's favourites, Azamara. You on board there a few months ago, weren't you?
Absolutely, they're very luxurious 5-star cruises.
You liked it, didn't you?
Yes, yes.
So, but this starts off with an incredible hotel. We fly you over from Heathrow to Singapore, and we're here for one night in this hotel, isn't it?
I know the 5-star Marina Bay Sands Hotel, and I hardly need to say anything. Look at the pictures of the hotel. So you've got luxury as soon as you arrive. So, of course, you might want to go into Singapore and explore, go to Orchard Road and that kind of thing, but I wouldn't blame you if you just enjoyed the hotel, because the views of Singapore from here are stunning, and the hotel itself is an experience hotel.
This is the hotel that you all, you talk about, Keith talks about.
Absolutely wonderful. So how nice to have your holiday starting here. And the thing is, the whole experience with Azamara is going to be luxurious from beginning to end.
So we're getting you off to the right
We're
start,
getting you into the right kind of mode here. And then what we're going to do is transfer you from the hotel, and you won't even mind leaving that luxury, because you are going to the Azamara Quest. So just an amazing ship.
Gemma, you know the Azamara experience better than anybody, so here's Gemma to give you a taster.
Truly beautiful and unique, Azamara Club Cruises were formed in 2007, and with this cruise line, destination is everything. So you get longer in port, more overnights and night touring as well, so you really get to explore all the destinations that you're going to, which makes for a very immersive, more inclusive holiday experience. So I'm not sure it gets much better than this. I've woken up nice and early and come down to the buffet to get my breakfast. Sat out here in the sunshine with a new exciting port to explore. So nice. But actually on Azamara, the food and dining in general is a standout feature. Whether you go for the buffet or whether you go to a speciality restaurant. They even do poolside al fresco parties as well. And all the food is fabulous. This is going to get me set up for a day of exploring. One of the lovely things about being on an Azamara ship is that it is more inclusive. So whenever you fancy some kind of a refreshment, you just don't have to worry about it. So you could go in the morning and get a coffee and a nice pastry at the Mosaics Cafe, or maybe come here in the afternoon and get a nice fruity non-alcoholic cocktail, which is what I've got. It's really good. And then, fancy some pre-show drinks? Well, go along to the Looking Glass, where the bartenders will show off their legendary mixology skills. One of the great things about being on board an Azamara ship is that after you've finished your delicious dinner, maybe it's too early to be heading back to your stateroom and you want something to do. Well, there is loads to do. You could go and listen to an informative lecture. You could pop into one of the boutiques and pick yourself up a little treat, go to an art auction, go for a dance, or maybe come here to the casino and have a little flutter. So although you don't spend a huge amount of time in your stateroom when you're on a cruise, it is important that your stateroom is comfortable. And I can confirm that when sailing with Azamara, the beds are absolutely fabulous. I slept like a log last night. But not only that, you get nice little touches like fresh cut flowers and fruit delivered to your door every single day. So your stateroom really is a nice little haven to retreat to.
Yeah, I remember you in a bit of shock when you had to finally get off the ship.
It dragged me off.
Yeah, you did. So the first 2 days relaxing at sea.
Yeah, which is really nice, actually, because you can enjoy the ship. Yeah, exactly. And then on day 6, you're going to sail into Semarang in Indonesia. Now, the thing that Azamara do so well as well is these incredible as amazing evenings as well. They do them on every cruise. They're included in the price, and they are unreal. So the one that I went on immersed me into the sort of the culture of where I was, and this will happen in Semarang. So you'll have an evening all included in the price with spectacular sort of Indonesian culture. And in fact, what we're going to do is show everybody what happened when I was in Sorrento and how they do it.
So this was your as amazing evening.
Exactly. So it'll give you an idea of the kind of thing that they do.
Well, have a look at this.
The most unique aspect of an Azamara Club cruise is the Azamazing evenings. So for one night, the entire ship is invited along to experience some local culture in a really special way. So for instance, you could be in Tuscany, in the hillsides, listening to three tenors, or be getting the red carpet treatment before the ballet in St. Petersburg. But tonight, we're in Sorrento, and we are about to experience some amazing Italian cuisine and entertainment. Does it cost? Well, this bespoke experience is completely complimentary.
Wow.
Which means I can maybe afford to buy myself a new dress.
Yeah, you're wearing the same one, I noticed, Gemma. Now, after our Azamazing evening in Semarang, where's next then?
Ah, OK, so then we've got a lovely day at sea. Day 8, you're going to Selukan Bawang. And then day 9, you are at sea. Day 10, you sail to Komodo Island, which is a bit special because, of course, incredibly famous for the Komodo dragons. Wow. So do make sure you maybe go to the Komodo National Park and see some of them really up close, but with a guide.
No, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
But this is the only place in the world where these are native, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And there's also, you must go to the Pink Beach as well. It's called that because all the sand is made up of tiny, tiny little pink shells. So that's quite stunning. Day 11, you're going to sail to Lombok. Again, exquisite white sand beaches, amazing surf, a very lush place, a beautiful coastline. Day 12, you are sailing to Bali, to Benoa, and you'll have an overnight on board, and you are actually going to be spending Christmas in Bali, which would be so wonderful if you just want to get away from it all and have a bit of a different Christmas experience.
So hang on, I don't need all the stress of Christmas in the UK.
Yeah.
I could actually be sunbathing in Bali in a five-star hotel.
Yeah, no arguments with your Auntie Doris, no central heating, no. You know, I love Christmas, but yeah, actually one year to escape. It can be hard work, and this can be your Christmas present to yourself. Everybody just go, no presents this year, we're going on a cruise. So anyway, I would really strongly recommend that you go to Ubud as well. It's like the heart of Bali, where you'll really understand the spirit and the culture of the place. Got beautiful rice fields, ancient monuments. Fabulous. So yeah, and then on day 13 we'll transfer you from the port to a hotel for a 5-night stay in a 5-star hotel. So Christmas in Bali, at leisure, plenty of time to explore, and yes, you are going to come back with a suntan, really revived.
When everyone else that's washed out and stressed at Christmas.
Yeah.
This is the ship that you're going to be on board. Absolute 5-star luxury.
Oh, it really is.
And they're all smaller, more intimate ships, aren't they?
Yeah, it's not a huge ship. Plenty of space. You know, it feels like the staff to passenger ratio is unbelievable.
By the way, just in terms of rooms, we just saw it. That's the veranda, but you're getting an upgrade today as well, so you actually get the ocean view. We just saw it. In fact, there it is. That's the stateroom that you can have
so
if you book tonight.
Yeah, it's all the little details. You know, the beautiful Egyptian cotton sheets. You know, everything is lovely. You won't lift a finger, and the staff are incredible.
Well, I know we are nearly out of time. I think we're going to have had a very, very busy show tonight. So you are getting that free upgrade, as I just mentioned. Return flights, a one-night stay in the iconic 5-star Marina Bay Sands hotel I've always wanted to stay in. A 5-night stay in a 5-star hotel in Bali over Christmas. So that's Christmas Eve, Christmas Day and Boxing Day. And don't forget, because you are cruising with Azamara, that includes selected drinks, brilliant drinks actually, and all of your tips as well. It's
wonderful.
Really good.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you break it down, although you look at the price and you go, that's all my meals, that's all my drinks, that includes that, it's still really good value.
Well, what we're going to do is recap everything that we've seen. Been a really good show, hasn't it? I know it's one of the best we've had, actually. So we started off with Thompson on board the Thompson Majesty, under £500. Now, remember, with Thompson, all tips and service charges are included. If you go for the 6th of March, you get an upgrade to an outside. And we have got a real variety of airports with Thompson, you know, so you really choose where you fly from. but several of those are included in the price on the 6th of March there as well. Give us a call about that one. I know it'll be selling very, very quickly. We then had a price reduction on P&O with the Oceania down by £270 on this one. We've got return flights, and they can be to London, Bournemouth, Birmingham, Manchester. We'll actually give you a coach transfer as well, because it's actually, remember, cruises from Southampton, and we are going to save you £270 tonight on that one. Again, amazing value with P&O with 178 years experience, don't forget. Then Celebrity, well, I've got my eye on this one. 5-star luxury. If you go for an ocean view, you can choose either the free drinks, the free tips, or the free onboard spend. If you actually go for concierge, you get all three of those included in the price. And I mean, you're away for 90 nights. You're going to see the best of, you know, or you're going to be in Auckland, by the way. You're going to go all the way over to Sydney as well. You're going to see so much of the world on that one.
I know, yeah, that is a fabulous way to do it.
And then a ship that's only just been refurbished. And this is the Costa Neoclassica, a 7-night Greek islands, Croatia and Italy cruise from Istanbul there. The lead date is the 2nd of November, and don't forget, we've got sailings either from Istanbul to Venice or vice versa, depending on the dates there. And then we just saw, I know Gemma's got her eye on this one.
I know, I really want to sail on the Norwegian Epic, actually.
Yeah,
it looks amazing.
Amazing ship, and don't forget, our price tag is a balcony, $799. And you get all your drinks, and you even get $200 onboard spend as well. And we just saw Azamara Cruises. I mean, this one, bear in mind you are getting the upgrade.